A man once found himself loved by 3 women. Each one was beautiful in her own unique way. One with grace, one with charm, and one with a quiet warmth that seemed to reach his soul. They all loved him deeply, but he could not decide whom to marry. His heart was torn and time kept passing without an answer. Then one day, life tested him in the cruelest way. He was involved in a terrible accident. When he woke up in the hospital, surrounded by silence and the smell of medicine, the doctor delivered devastating news. He had lost his sight. Darkness became his new reality. When the first woman heard the news, she sighed in frustration. Her voice was cold and distant as she said, "I can't stay with you. Taking care of a blind man would be too heavy for me. I can't stop my life and dreams for this." And without looking back, she walked away. The second woman came later. She stood quietly for a moment, looking at him with pity instead of love. In her heart, she thought, "He's no longer attractive. I'm young, and I still have a future ahead of me." She spoke politely, but her decision was clear. Soon after, she left as well. Days passed, and the man felt more alone than ever until the third woman arrived. She knelt beside his bed, gently took his trembling hands, and held them close to her heart. Tears fell from her eyes onto his skin as she whispered, "I love you. Even now, you are the most beautiful man in the world to me. Your eyes don't define you, your heart does. If you asked me to marry you, I would be the happiest woman alive." In that moment, the man felt something he had never felt before: peace. Slowly, he smiled. From his pocket, he pulled out a small ring he had been carrying all along. "Will you marry me?" he asked. She said yes without hesitation. Days later, they stood together at the altar, surrounded by friends and family. As the ceremony continued, the man suddenly turned toward her and spoke clearly and confidently. There was no hesitation in his voice. "After the accident," he said, "I made a decision. I was never truly blind. I wanted to know who would stay with me through joy and pain, in health and in sickness." A wave of shock passed through the room. The other 2 women stood frozen, unable to believe what they were hearing. The man continued, "True love doesn't disappear when life becomes difficult. It grows stronger. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love is not about what the eyes can see, but what the soul feels. Beauty fades, bodies grow old, hard days will always come, but true love remains. The love worth having is the love that chooses to stay." And so, the woman who loved him not for his appearance, but for his heart, became his wife, his forever. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone you love. Remind them that real love stays, even when life gets hard. Tag someone who has stood by your side through every storm. True love sees with the soul, not the eyes. If you want, I can also make it even longer and more emotional. Rewrite it in a viral Facebook or TikTok storytelling style, or translate it into Pashto or Urdu. Just tell me,